Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
TNT Cakes, Creations, and more, where we specialize in red velvet and strawberry cheesecake, chocolate-covered strawberries, custom baby boxes, custom signs, custom tees and sweatshirts, custom sports balls, graduation accessories, custom glasses and tumblers, custom license plates, custom puzzles, embroidery, heat transfers, custom office signs, TNT Cakes, Creations, and more. Give us a call.
This episode of the Big Flex Strongcast is sponsored by the Gym Animal Muscle Gang brand. If you're looking for some help reaching your health and fitness goals with one-on-one training, group training, meal plans, nutritional advice, and more, do you also want to look great while working out with the dopest workout apparel? Or t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, joggers, skull caps, tank tops, and more? Then visit our website at gamg.shop or email us at gamgpodcast7@gmail.com. Or we can also be contacted on Instagram or Facebook at Gym Animal Muscle Gang Fitness. Welcome back to the GAMG, the Big Flex Strongcast, y'all. Episode 50 up in this boy, and guess what? I am your host, John Q, in this bitch, and guess what? We got a special guest host sitting in. We got my sister from the hood over here. This is my sister right here. Say what's up. Say, what's your name? Tell everybody what's your name.
Latoya.
We got Latoya the Shine in the building, y'all. So give her a warm welcome. Dap it on up. Make sure y'all dap it up. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is, if you're on YouTube or Instagram and all that shit, share this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Dap it up for me. You know what I'm saying? When you come to the gym, we dap it up. So from here on out, make sure y'all share this shit out.
make sure that y'all dap it on up. You know what I'm saying? And share it out, like it, and all that. You know what I'm saying? So we about to go ahead and get into to some of everything. You know what I'm saying? How was your strong end, sis?
My strong end was amazing. I had a time on Friday night.
Uh-oh. Yeah, like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
What you end up doing?
They had a male review show called The Hunk Show that came to town. And me and my cousin went, and it did not disappoint. The weekend owes me nothing.
You say, looking at them guys shaking their penises.
Hey.
Uh-oh. Well, hey, look. Hope you got a whole night, let's say a whole crew for that, huh? No. So besides, say, the penis swinging, you know what I'm saying? What else you end up doing?
We went to see the Bob Marley movie.
Okay.
And then we went to a cigar bar afterwards, and that was fun too. So
all right.
It was a good weekend. By Sunday, I was exhausted, so I just had a chill day, cleaned up, did laundry, got ready for the week.
Okay. So, all right, you a big advocate of the cigars and stuff like that too?
I wouldn't say a big advocate. I prefer to do hookah, but cigar bars are a whole vibe. It's not really just about smoking a cigar, but it's about the chill vibe, relaxing music, have a nice little drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, say my other brother say Maine Woods, G Woods in the building. He partakes in cigars a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I was asking, like maybe somewhere down the line y'all can swap information. You know what I'm saying about what's a good bar? What's he probably knows some, you probably know some too. You know what I'm saying? So
I just moved back, so I'm here for all the good information. Still trying to figure it out.
Say for all the fuckery.
Let's go.
Hey, shout out to G Woods and shout out to Don Snipes. Hey, cousin, look, brothers, they've been putting in that work, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to hold it down for them tonight.
Yeah.
So look, as far as my strong end, actually started last Thursday. Yeah, I went up to movie premiere for Fatal Dispatch, and I had to go check out my good brother, King Wesley, So shout out to King, you know what I'm saying? He did his thing, man, you know what I'm saying? Say, he was a crazy motherfucking cop in that one, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all, when they do come out, I believe on any, streaming platforms, y'all make sure y'all check it out and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it was another great movie. You know what I'm saying? A great movie premiere, And then also I wanted to do I was down the, what you want to call that, not the YouTube hole, but the Instagram rabbit hole, and came across, what's his name, Mr. Chime or something? That'd be... Mr. Chime Time. Yeah, Mr. Chime Time or whatever. And he was doing a review for a place called What's the Deal, right? Say it's make sandwiches and stuff like that out of pickles and stuff. So me and the wife went to go check it out. It was pretty good, you know what I'm saying? So I will say he was on point for for that information. So we checked that out, and that's pretty much about it, man. I just chilled out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Messed around in the studio a little bit, didn't get nothing done, but just was listening to some of my stuff. So that's about it, y'all, So anywho, we're going to go to Q's health tip real quick, which is going to be something very simple, all right? I just want to tell people out there, to stay focused on your fitness goals and personal goals, all right? So no matter on how hard, things get, just remember, this shit is a marathon and not a sprint, So, any little process is still process towards that goal, you know what I mean? So, and a lot of times, you got people, they be like, man, well, shit ain't coming as fast as I thought. Sometimes it don't work like that. Sometimes, you just gotta, as they say, crawl before you walk, you know what I'm saying? And before you, run, you gotta walk. So just take, those little simple processes, and then take every little victory that you have, the small ones, the very small ones, and just know that, hey, you on your way, so don't give up, because, things can happen. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is, you might have some setbacks, but just know it's just a setback for that moment, All right?
I think people have to realize it took us years to put this weight on, so it's going to take some time to get it off. You just have to be patient with yourself and patient with your body and keep putting in the work.
Yeah, definitely. You know, as many times I done went up and down in my weight, shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should see one day and shit, I have a fat ass face. Next day and shit, my shit all sunk in. Looking like I'm sucking on a damn lemon or something. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dry face bastard. Yeah, that's what I call myself sometimes. But anywho.
I can't.
But anywho, y'all. So look, y'all, we gonna go ahead and get into some of these topics real quick. You know what I'm saying? So first topic, y'all, it's kind of crazy. I don't know if y'all seen this, but we got scientists invent new hybrid food by growing beef inside grains of rice. Yeah, you supposed to hit that with the
That's crazy.
Yeah, there we go. So look, check this out, y'all. So it says, it's still in its infancy, but lab cultured meat could be one means of easing the pressure and the strain on the environment. It says, and Korean. Look at that shit. Y'all tripping. Korean. Damn it. Scientists have just found an innovative way to make it. It says they invented, a new hybrid food consisting of cells of bovine fat and muscle grown inside grains of rice. It says the result resembles a strange combination of meat, mince, and rice of pink, sticky grains. Are you eating this shit?
Who is eating that shit?
Yeah, I want to know this, you know. Would you eat this shit, Doc?
No.
You gonna say, look, so Toy, you gonna eat this shit?
Absolutely not. I don't even do reasonably farmed fish. What is a tilapia? Can you even go catch tilapia?
I don't know, because we never had tilapia as no damn kids
Exactly.
either, growing up. So
I'm not doing that. Y'all gonna fuck around and die before your time messing around with this experimental meat.
I mean, that's what's really going on. I mean, you know, you had, say, 3D printed meat. Then you have, what is the other one? That we always talk about all the time. Say, not to say just the 3D printed, but the other lab grown.
Oh, yeah. That's the lab grown, the reasonably farmed. They can have all of that.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm good.
Like, I wonder if people, you know, really even care about what they eating nowadays, because if you think about it, why does they keep on creating all this hybrid shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? They try to make it seem like it's so much of a strain on the environment because there's so many fucking people, and it's like, if you actually get in your car, right, and take some road trips, and you hear about all this about population, you know, overpopulation and stuff, it's like, that's bullshit. It's so much land that's out there just in general, where it's like, people can go here, people can go there, and then say the means of, say, consumption far as food and stuff like that, it's plenty of, say, animals out there, it's plenty of plants, it's plenty of everything. You know what I'm saying? Say, I just don't understand on how, you know, people are just okay with these scientists, you know, just tinkering and fucking around and you know, interbreeding with different things, you know what I'm saying, and creating new stuff for people to consume. And then it's like, they never really come up with a good, what I want to say, a good, I'm not going to even say reason, but they don't ever really come up with a good explanation to say, okay, we doing this for the government, not for the government, but for the economy. For the I want to say economy, but it's like, what's the side effects? Like, you know what I'm saying? So once you create this stuff and people do consume it, what is going to be the long-term side effects? What's going to be the short-term side effects? You know, are people going to actually, you know, be able to live, you know?
Yeah, where's the nutrition
you know
in
what
that?
I mean? Where's the nutrition?
Where's the nutrition
you know?
in that? I'm good. I would rather go vegan than to resort to that type of meat.
The only thing about that is, too, like, unless you know, you pretty much growing your own food and stuff like that, then you still kind of like gonna be subjected to some bullshit when you are getting food from everywhere else, you know, as far as stuff that they spraying on, you know, on
I mean, you got to pick your poison, though.
Yeah,
you got to pick your poison. I'm not doing lab grown meat. That just sounds unnatural and unhealthy to me. Now, my vegetables that grew out of the ground, if y'all had to spray it with, insecticides, or is that the word?
Pesticides.
Pesticide.
Yeah, pesticides.
To get rid of the insects. Pesticides to get rid of the insects. Then you know what? That's okay. Rinse off as much as I can and take in the rest. But I'm never doing lab grown meat or reasonably farmed meat. I'm good on that.
What about do you still eat, like, say, McDonald's or anything?
I do not eat McDonald's.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely not.
Because, they got robots now and shit cooking people food at McDonald's.
That's crazy.
And to be honest with you, it's like, do you really trust any of that meat as far as they meat, they fries, or any damn thing at this point?
I stopped eating McDonald's when, I think most people have seen it, but they did a little documentary showing how McDonald's food doesn't mold or go bad.
Yeah.
I stopped eating it then.
Yeah. It's probably, I want to say, maybe the last time I had, like, some McDonald's, it's probably been about 5-6 years.
Yeah, it's been
about 5-6 years. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, you kind of got to, like, pick your poison because, if, like I said, if you don't grow your own food or anything like that or whatever, you still kind of,
subject to whatever they got going on.
Yeah. I mean, just like, okay, you just got finished drinking some of that bottled water over there. Same thing. So you got to watch the water too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you don't know. They telling us it's spring water or it's purified water, but it's probably water that came
Tap
out
water.
of a faucet.
Yeah. And probably put a little drop of this or drop of that in it, and that's about it. You know what I mean? So, all right. We're going to move on. Hey, look, y'all can call in on this subject, on this topic, if y'all want to, at area code 313-266-2811. All right, the next one. This is about to get started to get a little bit thicker up in here. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all ready. So, I don't know if y'all seen this. So we have Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre launch new drink, gin and juice. Let me read this. See what y'all think. So it says, it's no surprise that these hip-hop titans would eventually want to release a drink together, especially after everything they have already did in the pop culture sphere. Says it also represents Dr. Dre's and Snoop's massive reach. Hear that? Massive reach in the entertainment and business world. My question is, okay, Dr. Dre, which is 58 and Snoop is 52. What do y'all feel about this? How do you feel about this?
I think of all of the things that they could do that could be impactful to the community with their reach, this is what we're going with. We're going to advertise gin and juice. Like, how many years ago did they release that song? That would have been the time to release a drink.
Yeah.
But at this good old age, you could be doing so much more with that platform.
Yeah, 30 years later, it's like, this what y'all come up with? I was thinking the same thing. As a matter of fact, I always have this saying about elders versus old niggas. And I would like to say this is probably old nigga news. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely old nigga news.
Because it's like you said, they've touched a ton of money. They've, they got kids, probably got grandkids now. And it's like, this is what y'all come up with. You know what I'm saying? This is what y'all have a think tank. You know what I'm saying? Where you sit around, you have people and stuff that's in, in both of your camps. And they say, oh, that's a great fucking idea.
Right.
Gin and juice. Like, y'all came up with, y'all made that a hit. You know what I'm saying? Back in the early the late 90s or whatever it was. Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
Early 90s,
yeah.
I believe. Yeah, early 90s. So you want to say about 30 years. So y'all have been promoted gin and juice for about 30 years. How was the social impact on that? You know what I'm saying? Y'all promoted, say, a lot of weed smoking and everything else. And it's like, okay, y'all 60 years old down there now, and this is what y'all want to still promote to your communities. Okay.
Yeah, that's a hard one. That's a hard one for me because I'm big on mentorship and impacting, even with like just my little platform of my Facebook friends and family.
Yeah.
I'm big on making sure that I promote positivity and moving forward and elevating yourself. And this just doesn't seem like a good way for them to elevate themselves or the community.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's And like I said, you're going to hear people like, man, hey, man, they got to make their money and this, that, and other and shit. And, this sounds like a great idea, And like I said, to each his own, everybody have their own choice and, people consent to whatever they want to go ahead and agree to, when it comes to drinking or smoking, have at it. But it's just like at some point in time or whatever, the reason why I want to talk about this too, because, we pose the question, say, where are the elders at? You know what I'm saying? We see plenty of old niggas out here, you know what I'm saying? But where are the elders at, in this situation? Like, because most of the time, like you said, an elder come up and, at a think tank and come up with something, I think, a little bit better than, say, promoting gin and juice. You know what I'm saying? And,
Absolutely.
Alcohol and shit like that, And like I said, to each his own, people, want to have a good time and drink and this, and that, and other, but gin and juice.
Yeah. First of all, gin. Like, does anybody even still drink gin?
Shit. I don't know. I thought a lot of people in our community still drinking hen, not gin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think the hen dog is going anywhere, but I haven't heard anybody order a gin and tonic or gin and juice or gin or anything in a very long time.
Nah. Even back then, You say Long Island's?
Yeah.
But shit, how many people are really still drinking, say, Long Island's? Oh, okay.
Well, now on the cruise.
He said you want to make your liver quiver.
That's the strongest drink, so I'm all for the Long Island's on cruise.
All right. I mean, hey, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it, But let's pose that question. Where are, you say, where are the elders today? Where do you think they at?
So for me, it's been very frustrating because, like I said, I'm big on mentorship. And when we were growing up, now he told y'all I'm his little sister. We grew up in the hood together. I've been knowing him all my life. When we grew up, all of the elders in the neighborhood raised us.
Burwood. Oh, I had to slide that in.
Pouring life.
Yeah,
and so we had so much accountability in knowing no matter where we were on the block, somebody had eyes on us. Somebody was yelling out the door, what you doing? Don't do that. Like, there was so much accountability, so much mentorship, so many people teaching us how to be good women and men. Yeah. And I don't see that anymore. You can't tell anybody anything about their kids anymore without them wanting to fight you. And so I think that it just shows the effect that it has on the community. Like, when I was being raised, I would get beat down for shaking my ass in the street.
Yeah.
Because that's just not what ladies do.
Yeah.
Now, ladies is shaking it all over the internet, in the streets, doing it for free. Like,
no class, no tact, no nothing.
Class.
Yeah.
And so that's, for me, what happened to the elders? What happened to the ones who taught us that that's not respectful, that that's not what we're supposed to do? What happened to that?
My question is, I think they are here, but I think and shit, they just don't have a backbone about shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times and stuff, when we grew up, people stood on their square a lot more than what they do right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have like a lot of people that just want to go along and get along just because they like somebody, or they just don't, they want to keep the peace, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to ruffle no feathers, you know what I'm saying? And, if you got some disrespectful ass kids or something, then it's like, I got to take up for my kids and stuff, this and that. I don't care if they wrong. It's like, yeah, you should care if they wrong. What kind of example is that? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
To let your kids, do something wrong and then you reinforcing that, that wrong shit, and something happened to him or whatever, you're going to be the first person crying.
Absolutely.
First person, they should have killed my man. They was a good kid. Like, no, they wasn't. Your kid was a damn demon. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you allowed their ass to just wild the hell out. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a very good point.
And I think that's all it is. A lot of people just refuse to stand on a square. You know what I'm saying? Or the square that or the hill they want to die on is just straight up some bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think we did ourselves a disservice in removing religion from the school.
Yeah.
Like removing prayer from the schools, removing discipline from the schools. And I think there's a very thin line between teaching your kids that they have a right to their feelings and speaking their mind, and just giving them total freedom to do that because they're doing it in a disrespectful way.
Yeah.
And nobody's saying anything about it because, like you said, everybody is afraid to say something because kids want to square up with adults, the kids' parents. I think we're having kids so young now.
Yeah.
They want to square up with the people that's saying something. It's just social media is raising the kids now, and it's not a good look.
Yeah. Between say social media, just I'm gonna say even just shit, your phone, just in general. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got a lot of information that's in this phone, and a lot of people are still refusing to, you know, check out, say, some pertinent information that you actually can learn out of your food instead, you know, out of your phone instead of like gravitating towards some bullshit, you know, because at the end of the day, a lot of people are focusing on looking at bullshit on their phone all day. You know what I mean? Like ratchet shit. And, you know, like, you know, I never understood this where you will see like on Instagram, YouTube and all this stuff that be, oh, this shit went viral. And then you will have, got a call? All right, welcome to the GAMG, the Big Flex Strong Cast. Sound like you might have to turn down your phone or your radio or something. You got a lot of background. Who's calling?
What up, though? This Willie.
Oh, shit. We got Willie in the building. What up, though? What up, though, Tim?
What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? What up, Toy? No time, no see, bro.
Hey.
In the house.
Say, fam, boy.
Yeah, man, it's good to see. It's good to see the natives on the screen.
Right.
Looks good. I was calling in, man, about the Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre Anaconda Malt Liquor.
Say, make it go.
Right. I don't think it's no place for it, man. Like Toy was saying, after 30 years and you this popular, you got that much of an influence. This what we still doing?
Yeah.
You might as well start making old black exploitation movies if you're gonna
For
do
real.
that.
Yeah, like you said, say some Black Dynamite, huh? Say some, say they want people out here drinking, say dick shrinking juice, huh?
Right.
You know, you came so far.
You know what's gonna come next?
Right.
It's gonna be the tour, the Gin and Juice tour.
Gin and Juice
Be
tour.
looking out for it.
Are you gonna probably pull it back out? Hey, say the Pimpin' Kens and the Goldie Max and everything else. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna pull back out the pimps and shit, and you know,
all
like
the crazy stuff, man.
Yeah.
All the crazy stuff. I noticed a couple. Well, it's been some years ago, probably a decade ago. I noticed how we always knew we were the biggest consumers, and they target off making money off of us, and they'll make anything. Yeah. Like I was in the store one time, I think I was either in Illinois or Iowa, and they started having collard green flavored sodas and peach cobbler sodas and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up and send it to you, man. And when I saw that
sounds disgusting. Like,
that's actually offensive.
Yeah,
that is offensive. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I figured it. But it's like when y'all made this product, who did you have in mind that was gonna drink this? Who did you target that you thought was gonna say, I think I'll go get some Black Eyed Peas soda?
Yeah, that's crazy. Because even in this story though, it does says, you know, I want to highlight this. It says Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg's massive reach in the entertainment and business worlds. You know, and it's like, so they already know that they are reaching a lot of people, right? And it's like, when you're an elder, man, that shit come up, you know, it's a lot of responsibility to even have that title. But for an old nigga, it means nothing. You're only really trying to pat in your pocket, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, and you really don't care about nobody, you know. So, you know, when I start seeing stuff like this, like you said, when you have a massive reach or you have, say, a lot of influence on people, like what are you really trying to influence people to do? You know what I mean? And if you trying to really get people to get drunk off of some damn gin and juice, then hey, we already see where your mentality is, you know.
Well, it's their influences. It's no different than these interviews that I had with people like Meek Mills and even Bones said it. They said that they had a private meeting with a whole bunch of bigwigs that they never knew, and they was the owners of these prisons, and they was telling them, "Hey, you guys got influence. I need you to rap about mutts, guns, and dope, and fill our prisons up for us. And then as many sales as we put in, you guys get a bonus."
Yeah.
And they were looking like, I don't want to do this to my people. I think it's the same thing with Dre and Snoop because there's so much at the top. Like you said, they're influencers.
Yeah.
And if we can get you guys to do this, and we'll kick you, say, back millions of dollars,
Yeah.
you know.
Because they gonna make billions, you know what I'm saying, on the activities and shit, you know what I'm saying, as far as like car accidents or you know what I'm saying, people just wilding out and shit because they drunk, you know what I'm saying, and get locked up and stuff like that or whatever. Look how many people probably didn't die because they was under the influence of alcohol, right?
Oh yeah.
And say anger kicked in and shit. Next thing you know, somebody died. You know what I mean? So.
Yep. I mean, it goes to another level too of like, okay. Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. Yeah, he's a good producer, but nobody's buying Snoop albums no more. So this is what you got. This is what you left with. Whatever you can do, like you said, whatever you can do to pad in your pockets. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to ask? You know what I'm saying? To add on before we kick you off the kick you off the phone.
Yeah, don't kick me off. But Toy, what you been up to?
You know, I just moved back here, was living in the South for a while, kind of traveling the world and the country, and I just moved back in September.
Globe-trotting.
Yeah. Really just trying to...
Where'd you move from?
Florida. I came here from Florida. Yeah.
Okay.
So really just, you know, exactly. You can never forget where you came from. Sometimes you got to go back and, you know, put your roots back in and give back to where you came from. So I just moved back in September, you know, really getting my feet settled and rediscovering Detroit because it's not the Detroit I left.
Yeah.
No, it definitely ain't. I was up a couple months ago visiting and it definitely not the same. I'm down here in Bama now, so I'm right next to where you was just at. So I know
we
what
was
you
just
mean.
talking about that.
Down there with them crazy folks.
Yeah.
Florida. Florida tends to have more than Alabama, I think.
Ooh, It's Florida for sure. If you see a crazy story on the news, the person is probably from Florida.
Yeah. You remember the guy that ate the bath salt some years ago and chewed the guy's face off on the bridge, right?
From Florida.
Yeah.
No, that's messed up and shit. It is a lot of crazy ass damn stories that come out of Florida.
I don't know. All that stuff.
All right, Willie. Hey,
I appreciate it, man.
No problem, man. Definitely be having that. All right.
Good to hear from you too.
Salute, brother. Peace. Hey, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's in the chat. I see, we got Sister Janelle.
That's my sister.
Yeah, what up, though, sis? Saying what's up. Saying, hey, we got Lauren in the building. What up, though, Lauren? Detroit City Deals in the building. Let me see. Who's this? Blue Header Goo or something.
That's Blue Beast.
Blue Beast? Oh, what up, though?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know, I see that crazy ass. It's like, okay. Like, how you spell that one? You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, that's tuning in and shit. All right. All right. So we're going to go ahead and go to this next one. I told you it was about to start getting thick. So y'all let us know, too. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget, call in. Area code 313-266-2811. All right. Now this next one, all right, is kind of a twofer, all right? So check this out. So we got woman goes viral after a man sent her $15 for lunch, which was for a salad, all right? Says, but she thought it wasn't enough, so she sent the money back. So we're going to talk about, say, the quote-unquote the dating scene, the pool. Is it a pool or quicksand? Say a sister asked. So it says, let me just go in a little bit more detail. It says, this boy said, this is what she says. She says, this boy said, lunch is on him today and asked for what I wanted. I said a salad and get a Zelle text for $15. I sent it right back because $15 is crazy. Baby, you can keep that. What's y'all thoughts on this?
You're ungrateful.
It's the audacity for me.
Yeah.
It's first of all, what type of salad are you getting, sis? That costs more than $15.
Yeah.
You were trying to get more than just a salad. You was trying to get hair, nails, like it's so ungrateful. He didn't have to do that. And your ungrateful, trifling behind Yes.
Now, mind you, I guess it's just a guy that was probably trying to talk to her. It wasn't her boyfriend. It wasn't her, husband or anything like that. And it's like, wow, all you had to do, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But then you got the nerve and shit to be indignant, like, oh, I'm gonna send it back. It's like, you dummy. Like, that still could have went $15 towards whatever else you was trying to get in the first place.
Whatever else she was trying to do. It's the expectations that women have on men in today's society is crazy to me. And honestly, bro, it makes it difficult for those of us that aren't money chasing to actually meet somebody different, because men want to lead with what they have. And so for me, come to the table with things that I can't do for myself. I've been taking care of myself with no assistance for years. So I don't need your money. I don't need you to pay my bills. I don't need any of that. Come be companionship. Come be mental support. Come be emotional support. But society, social media, and these new age women are making it so difficult because men think that that's all they have to do.
Yeah.
Send a couple of dollars, get your hair done, get your nails done, and then they can go and run the streets and do whatever they want to do. I think she's ungrateful. I think that he should not deal with her anymore. I hope he learned a valuable lesson, and she should get trashed for the week.
Yeah, I mean, put it like this, a simple gesture of just somebody that's trying to look out for you. Like, hey, lunch on me. Okay, you said you want a salad, $15. Oh, okay, that's not enough. Like,
that's a lot for a salad. You get a salad and a drink.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I don't know what kind of salad. Maybe she didn't even want a salad. And then I thought about like this too. You see stories like this a lot of times, and I'd be like, this is just stuff people just doing just to get, say, attention or likes and stuff like that. So that's even kind of sick when it comes to, say, society too. Not saying that it doesn't happen, but stories like this or whatever, when it's just like, you see it and it's like, and it be happening. And it's like, okay, and then you will hear, okay, a lot of women say, oh, there's no good guys out here. And then you will hear guys say the same thing. There's no good women out here. And it's like, here, this is prime example. Not saying, that this was the end all be all, but like I said, a nice gesture of, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to send you $15 to get you something, something to eat for lunch.
Yeah. It should be the end all be all for her.
Yeah, I mean, she probably, she's probably going to get everything that she wants out of life, far as a man or whoever, you know what I'm saying? And it's probably not going to be what she really, what she really like, but it's going to be something that she like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that makes any kind of sense.
No, it makes perfect sense. I think what she may find is that she might get what she's asking for, but when she gets it, she's going to realize it's not actually what she needs.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good for her.
Yeah. What she'll probably end up doing is paying a guy $15 for some food, and he's going to probably take that money and go spend that on somebody else. There you go. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's sad, but that's what our world has come to.
Yeah.
That's literally how women act and how they move. And it's crazy because I'm a woman, but I am on the complete opposite end of that way of thinking. I think that being raised, like with my grandmother in the home and then my dad's sister, being older, my values are just different. But it's really women out here that's just chasing men for their bags.
Yeah.
And then they're ungrateful when they don't get what they think they should have. But why do you feel entitled to this man's money?
You know what? I've never understood that. Like, if somebody already have, put in their work, to make whatever kind of money that they make, I don't know why people feel like they're entitled to somebody else's, hard work. You know what I'm saying? What their hard work has paid off for them. I've never understood that. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to, when people get married and stuff like that, I mean, I get it far as like, okay, those long nights or say advice or, little things and stuff like that and be part of the team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, just somebody that's already quote unquote ready made, and then now you dating somebody and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, I feel like I'm entitled to your shit. It's like, that's crazy,
It's insane, but I think that leads perfectly into our next topic.
Oh yeah. So look, this is the other end of the spectrum when it comes to this topic. Okay, so on the other hand, you have Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis, right? Was just in court recently for having an improper romantic relationship with a special prosecutor, Nathan Wade, in which lavish vacations was paid for by using Fulton County funds straight to his law firm. All right, so the amount of money that they are speculating, allegedly, I guess, is $654,000 of Fulton County's money. You know what I mean? So, in court, they're going back and forth. He's saying one thing about when they started dating, she's saying another, that kind of thing. But at the end of the day, this is the same, the same DA, right, who is going after Trump, right, far as the election fraud down there in Georgia. Now she goes on TV and stuff bragging about she want to go ahead and have him do his perp walk and mug shot and everything else. It's like, at the end of the day, it's like, if your shit ain't together, right, I don't think you really should be trying to brag about or or do somebody, what I'm saying, to that degree, a ex-president. It's like, you already know he still has resources to find out everything about you. You know what I'm saying? Or it might not even been just say his quote unquote people, immediate people. It could have been some people that just support him that was like, oh, since you got all this aggression and we gonna go ahead and put your business out here. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just like I said, this is the compare and contrast where you got one woman that's giving back, say, $15, and now this woman here, she hired the special prosecutor and is coming out of her pocket. I'm paying for ding-a-lang. So, what I'm saying, at the end of the day, what I mean?
Not her pocket, technically.
Well, her pocket and the taxpayer's pocket.
Yeah, it's going to come out of her pocket now.
Yeah, but it's going to come, she's definitely coming out, exactly. So,
she is definitely the pot calling the kettle black. Like, y'all can take that perp walk together.
Yeah. So, do you think this is a difference between, say, the first part of the story, as far as the $15 with the, the younger woman versus a little bit older woman? Far as their mindset when it comes to the dating pool or the
I don't.
No.
I don't. She just went about it in a smarter way. She was still chasing a bag. She just went about it in a smarter way. She basically was robbing Peter to pay Paul. Yeah. And the other girl was just ungrateful for the little $15 that he was sending. But no, I think it's the same mentality. Like, people are so money hungry that they are throwing away their morals and throwing away like the right thing to do just to get the bag and have this life that's pleasing to social media or the world. It's crazy.
Yeah. I just I don't know. Like I said, it's just amazing that people had the actually audacity and the nerve to try to throw somebody else up under the bus and they shit ain't together.
Right.
Like, at the end of the day, it's like, nobody's perfect, but when you trying to be indignant about some shit, you know what I mean? That's something totally different. You know what I mean? So,
right. And maybe if she hadn't done that, she might not have got her business dug into and wouldn't be in the situation she's in. But
yeah.
That's what happened.
I mean, when y'all get a chance, check out some of the the course proceedings and stuff like that, because it's kind of a doozy, you know what I'm saying, to see her even to hear her speak and her attitude, and then say everything that's coming out far as they didn't had her father on the stand, and he's talking about I raised her to go ahead and keep a bunch of cash on her and stuff like that, and like, I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but it's a black people thing, you know what I'm saying, and we got to keep money in the pocket and this and that, and it's like,
oh my gosh.
wow. Like, okay.
I feel like comments like that is what keeps us under.
Yeah.
As long as we have that mentality of it's a black people thing, I feel like it's really just feeding into how they feel about us, how they see us.
Or, I mean, really on how people see themselves, you know what I'm saying?
True.
At the end of the day, because
That's true.
you know, if you really feel like, you know, stealing money or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and actually say hiring somebody, and then you end up sleeping with them and all that kind of stuff, and then y'all, you know, spending tax people money to go on dates and buy food or whatever you trying to do, you know what I'm saying? And if you really think that shit was cool, like, yeah, you losing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Agreed.
All right, y'all. So, hey, look, call on in one more time. 313-266-2811.
Tell us what y'all think
You know
about
what I'm
this.
saying?
Tell us what y'all think about both situations. I know
Yeah.
a lot of y'all can probably relate to the first one. But definitely call in and let us know. Like, was the girl wrong for sending the $15 back? Or do y'all feel like she was justified because he should be doing more because
Yeah.
he's interested in her?
Let me ask you this. Have you ever experienced somebody in shit that you was like either dating or knew that did some ungrateful shit as far as like that first story?
Not me personally, but I have known females like that.
Okay.
And I call them out on it every time.
Okay.
Like, what did you do to feel entitled to his money? Like, I don't even feel like when you're in a relationship, I don't feel like you should feel entitled to anybody's anything until y'all are legally one.
Yeah.
Then at that point, there is an obligation for your husband to take care of the house and make sure you have what you need. But prior to that point, whatever you get, it's a gift. It's
Yeah,
a bonus.
there you go. Yeah.
And so you should appreciate that for what it is. Now, no, I will say, of course, like if you're dating with the intentions of getting engaged and, you know, getting married, then it's up to both of you to show, hey, this is what you'll get from me, you know, as a wife, and this is what you'll get from me as a husband.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't entitle you to their funds.
Yeah. 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 All right. Agree. 100%. Come on, man. What the applause? I'm just messing with you, Doc. All right, y'all. Hey, look, we're going to get to this last one real quick, y'all. So it's pretty much dealing with, say, social norms or conformity, all right? So we had this Zuckerberg tells parents of social media victims at Senate hearing, I'm sorry for everything you've been through, all right? So check this out. So it says CEOs of Meta, X, TikTok, Snap, and Discord questioned before Congress over alleged harms to young users on their platforms. It says Evan Spiegel offered similar condolences to parents whose children were able to access illegal drugs on Snapchat. Zuckerberg and Spiegel were among 5 executives being grilled in Congress. This was probably about a month or so ago in the hearing titled Big Tech and the Online Child Sexual Exploitation Crisis. My question is this. If they're already admitting guilt, why the hell they ain't locked up? You know, between, you know, behind, say, so many, say, countless kids that committed suicide, so many kids that have been sex trafficked on these platforms, so many kids are, you know, strung out on drugs. They've been able to purchase drugs and all kind of stuff on these platforms. And if they're admitting guilt, why in the hell they ain't locked up?
I don't take that as an admission of guilt. I take that as them being sympathetic to what these parents have gone through. While I do believe that the owners of the social media platforms have some level of responsibility for the traffic that flows through it, the ultimate responsibility is on the parents. Like, the parents need to raise their kids, not social media. You should know what your kids are doing. You should have safeguards on your kid's phone. You should understand your child's maturity level to know whether or not they even need to be on social media. My kids couldn't have social media until I knew they were mature enough to handle their responsibility. So I think they're showing sympathy. I don't take it as an admission of guilt. I think it's on the parents. A lot of it is on the parents.
Well, I'm gonna agree, but I'm still saying, if you come up with, say, a platform, right, and they knew in this platform what the side effects or what the downfall of a lot of it would be, because you even had, say, what's his name, Steven Jobs, right? Mm-hmm. He wouldn't let his kids get on social media because he already knew what they created and shit was going to be harmful, right, to the public, right? So why would they not be, say, held accountable for something that's built to be destructive or to that degree? Even though people do have their own choice and their consent. However, if you know that you're making something that's totally where you wouldn't want your kids to use and stuff like that, right? That's a big no-no to me, because it's like, if you making something for other people and you know the harms and you know the dangers and you know all this shit prior, right? You still gonna put it out here? You don't have a conscience about, what I'm saying?
We're still putting alcohol out here. We're still putting cigarettes out here. We're still putting crack out here. Like, there's a lot of things.
Who's putting out crack out here? No. You still putting out crack, man? No.
Crack on my ass.
You said crack in your ass. Well, there's a lot of crack out here. Then. If you crack out his ass,
maybe not crack. I don't know. I don't know nothing about these drugs. Okay. Fentanyl, whatever it is that they're doing. Like, all of these things are still put out there. We can't blame the creators. Like, we gotta put some ownership on the people. And when we're talking about minors, we got to put some ownership on the parents. I feel like
I get it. Yeah. I agree.
There are safeguards, like, with these websites where you put in your birthday and then based off of your age, you don't have access to certain things. But kids is getting around that and just putting in false years.
I mean, if we had social media when we was kids, like, if we was, what I'm saying? If we had social media when we was kids, we would have figured out all this. You know what I'm saying?
I would have been locked in the house.
But that's what I'm saying, which is kind of crazy, because it's not even, once again, say social norms, right? It's still not normal for, a summer day go past, right? And you really don't see, like, a lot of kids outside. Right. You might see a couple here and there, and now that shit is shocking. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, they actually outside playing. You know what I mean? But, when we was growing up, we stayed outside. You know what I'm saying? We didn't want to even go in the damn house. You know what I'm saying? Especially when the streetlights came on and shit like that. So now, like you said, you got all these kids and stuff like that tapping into their phones, social media, and everything else. And now the normity of that is just that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know, just go ahead and toss your kid a phone. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna, like, be their pacifier. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna, whatever you trying to do as an adult,
it's
shit, don't worry about it. Yeah, exactly. So I'm just gonna say, like, of course, it always come back to the family, ultimately, on who is responsible first. You know what I mean? Far as you're supposed to be the first level of protection, the first level of education and everything. However, like I said, at some point in time, some of these corporations still need to be held accountable, especially if they, to me, like you said, you don't think they was admitting guilt. I do. Just because if they know, we're saying that we're sorry, because and say, look, in court, and they was right there in front and say the sin and everything, but just say in court, admission of guilt, you know what I'm saying, is punishable by law. So what
do you think the solution is? Because we're not going to get rid of social media. So what's the solution?
I mean, to be honest with you, my solution is to get rid of all this shit. To be honest with you. Even though, like you just said, a lot of people are like, no, we ain't going back. To be honest with you, the real solution is get rid of that shit and go back to how things were. What I mean by that is make people have to talk to each other face to fucking face. You know what I mean? And, interact with each other. You know what I'm saying? Barter. You know what I'm saying? As far as, like I said, just actions and stuff like that, face to face. You know what I mean? Instead of, you got all these people and stuff like that out here. They want to, have their grievances and gripes, and they sending you in a text, and it's like, what the hell is this? Like, I didn't mean it this way. You know what I'm saying? You know how many times you know people that sent a text to somebody and they meant to say one thing and they took it as somewhere else. Yeah. So it's a lot of that stuff that's going on, a lot of confusion. You know what I mean?
A lot of Facebook beef going on.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
So I think we know social media is not going anywhere. A lot of people are monetizing off of social media. You got these influencers that don't have regular jobs because all they have to do is post on social media.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's not going anywhere. It's too much of a moneymaker, not only for the people that own the social media platforms, but also for the people that are on it. So we got to find a way to monitor the sites, the kids' pages, as well as the people that are luring these kids in. We have all of this technology. There should be a way for them to identify these predators.
But there you go. You know what I'm saying? So look, we got all this technology out here, right? And people are still being, sex trafficked and stuff like that on these sites, stuff like that. That let me kind of know right there that they're not serious. You know what I mean? They're not serious at all, on stopping a lot of this stuff. So to me, they're looking like they complicit to a lot of these activities. You know what I'm saying?
They're going to have to get serious about it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it wasn't something that they could really, pre-see. Yeah. But now that it's out there, they got to get serious about it and do something for sure. All
right. Now, look. Man, this show went by pretty fast. It was a great one. You know what I'm saying?
When you're having fun.
Yeah. So, look, I want to thank you, sis, for coming on through,
Thanks
you know what I'm saying, and chopping it up, you know what I'm saying, on the GAMG, the Big Flex Strong Cast. Is there anything that you would like to go ahead and promote or, advertise and let people know on how to follow you on Facebook and stuff?
Sure. You can follow me on Facebook. My Facebook name is Latoya Deshawn, Latoya Dashhawn. My Instagram is Toya808. Basically, with my social media, like I said earlier, I just they're motivating people. I always leave my inbox open for, if people are going through, they're feeling depressed, they don't know how they're going to see through the next day. Like, I'm here for your support.
Okay. All right. I just want to shout out to everybody that was in the chat and everybody that's on YouTube and podcasting that's watching and is always supporting. Want to go ahead and give y'all a nice salute. And as y'all know, we be back here next Monday night, 9 o'clock every Monday, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we going to go ahead and flex this thing on out like this. See y'all next week, y'all.